In my last video just a couple days ago, I explained that I now have a duplex under contract in Lubbock, Texas, and it has been an all-out sprint since then. So let me catch you up where I'm at. For those of you that haven't been here before, my name is Levi, and on this channel we're building a real estate portfolio from scratch. So I have my first investment property under contract, and I'm going through a lot of emotions with it. At first I was terrified. That has subsided. Just looking at my numbers, talking with lenders, talking with other people in the real estate investing group. Now I'm frustrated because when I first made these offers, I made them assuming a 7% interest rate because that's what interest rates were at the time. Now I'm shopping around interest rates, and the best I can get is 7.2. Now, it doesn't blow up the deal entirely. It's fine. My margins are getting squeezed. And then on the other side, my margins are getting squeezed again. I've talked to a couple of property managers because I'm trying to get property managers lined up. And the consensus says that they will eventually rent for $1,100, which is the rent estimate that I used, but not in the winter time. As you can see, this is my first video where I'm wearing a jacket. Even here in the Bay Area, winter is coming. So properties they don't anticipate will rent for $1,100 in the winter time. Everybody seems to suggest that it is better to set the price a little bit lower and get it rented fast rather than set the price higher and have it sit empty for months. And I agree. Sitting empty for 1 month is, to get an extra $100 per month, is 10 months worth of that extra $100, right? So that being said, it's not the slam dunk deal anymore that it was when I first put in an offer. So what am I doing about it? Making the best of it. I'm making the best of it. It's not losing money yet. It was marked out to make about 8% cash on cash. With these new developments, depending what it does eventually rent for, I'm looking at 2 to 3% cash on cash, at least until summertime rolls around. And we're talking about doing a 6-month lease and then bumping the rents up to the summertime market value, which is $1,100. So that would be about a 10% increase from winter to summer. So it's frustrating, but it's not losing money yet. So I'm going to keep moving forward with it. It was still the best deal on the market, and interest rates would have moved regardless of the building I got under contract. Now, the reason I'm moving forward with it is I do believe that interest rates will go down. I think this little bump in interest rates we have is just speculator anxiety about the election, and I think that will pass. I think that we will be back to 6.5% interest rates by the end of the year, probably by December. So I probably won't refinance at that point, but I would refinance sometime in 2025 if interest rates continue on a downward trend. Either way, I've locked in an interest rate at 7.2. If they move down, I can get a slightly better interest rate. But at 7.2, the deal still works. It's not a great deal anymore. It's just a good deal. But I think if I hang on to it and wait for interest rates to come to me, it will return to being a great deal. So let me tell you about a couple of logistics things here. You'll have to forgive me, I'm breathing hard. I am in the middle of my run, hiking a little uphill right now. So, a couple of logistics things that I've done since being under contract. Got under contract. Within 24 hours, I had an inspection. I paid a little extra to get the sewer line inspected, especially after viewing another house that had the sewer line torn out through the concrete slab. Never done it, looks expensive. This sewer line is not made out of steel, it's made out of plastic, which plastic is the wonder material, much more durable than steel. So, in the inspection, everything looks pretty good. I mean, it's a house from 1977. Everything is not brand new. There's mortar missing around some of the windows, and there's some do-it-yourself plumbing going on under some of the sinks, and the filters clearly the filters in the HVAC system clearly haven't been changed since 1977. So these are all little things. I did have my agent go back and negotiate a $1,000 discount for these things, which I think is probably about the sweet spot. It's going to take $1,000 to get this place rent ready. It's more or less move-in ready. Think we could get people in there, but I want people to have a good experience. I want people to have the best experience. I want them to be happy living there. The other things I've done, I've talked to lenders. I've talked to 4 different lenders. Got 4 different rates. I'm having trouble finding a broker. Everybody says that they're a broker, but when it comes to conventional lending, they're a lender. When it comes to DSCR, they're a broker. So I'm just talking with lenders and lenders and lenders. I think I've got the best one. Their overall prices came in by far the best. But here's something I want to discuss about lenders. So something for you investors and just home buyers to be aware of. Some of them are sketchy as fuck. They want to get the deal, and they don't want to do it by having the best deal. They want to do it by fudging their numbers around. And so they know you're looking for the interest rate. And so they say, yeah, we can get you the lowest interest rate. But then they hide that money somewhere else. They're like, oh, so here you go with a 6.8 interest rate. And that's buying down 2 points, right? So all they've done is prepaid all that interest up front and hoping that you don't do the math. So learn how to do the math. It's complicated, I'm going to be honest with you. They don't have a standard format. They send over all sorts of charts and organize information in different systems, and some of them will figure out insurance by the month, and some of them will figure out insurance by the year, and then they try to fudge their numbers to make their deal look better rather than doing what they should be doing and just having the best deal. You want more business? Have the best deal. You can't have the best deal? Go to a different company where they have the best deals. You'll get more business, I promise. Rant over. It might not be the case. I might be completely mistaken about the mortgage industry. Maybe it is about trying to sucker your customers by moving numbers around. But I would appreciate if you wouldn't. So I think I've got a lender lined up. Hopefully they haven't suckered me. I do hear stories about how they offer you all the things that make it look good, and then you get 3 days before closing, and then they pack it with fees. We'll see. Last little update is I am headed to Lubbock, Texas. So if you've been following, I haven't actually been to Lubbock, Texas. I haven't been to Texas in general for over a decade. So now that I got this place under contract, I am headed to Lubbock, Texas on Thursday. If you happen to be somebody from Lubbock, Texas, I would love somebody to show me around. Tell me, show me what's cool in town. I'm there mostly to look at this house myself, make sure that it really exists and really the spot that it looks like. Check out the neighborhood with my own eyes, see if there's a Starbucks nearby, see if there's a playground nearby. I am in the 10-day option period, so I can still kill this deal with no harm done, less the money I already spent. I hope that doesn't happen, but I'm gonna go to Lubbock. I'm gonna check it out. While I'm there, I'm spending 2 days. I'm gonna cruise around town. I'm gonna see what it's like. From what I can gather online, it might be a cultural experience for me. I'm down to learn. I'm down to learn. So if you're in Lubbock, let me know. If you wanna show me around town, show me what's cool, I will buy you lunch. Hopefully I'll be back with another video tomorrow if I have time, but tomorrow is the day I'm getting on a plane.